Hi everyone, welcome to the newest edition of our interview series, a BookTrib and Merrill Moss Media production. We are thrilled to be chatting with USA Today bestselling author Caitlin Cruz. Caitlin discovered her first romance novel at the age of 12 in a local bargain bin. Her latest novel, The Return of the Sione Family, was recently released on September 20th. Thanks so much for joining us, Caitlin. Are you excited about your new release?
I am. Very excited about it. It came out September 20th in print, and it just came out in The Return of the Sione Wife. It's really great. I think it's really fun that it's out there, and people are seeming to like it, which is even more fun.
Oh, perfect. Can you tell us anything about the book or what fans can expect with this series?
Well, definitely from any Harlequin Presents series, fans can just buckle in for an angst-filled, dramatic, over-the-top ride, and I think each book in the series delivers. I was really happy to do my part with a secret baby and a very dramatic reunion of an estranged couple. I had so much fun with this book. It really was just fantastic. I got to take them from the sparkling shores of Maui to the exciting streets of Manhattan, and it was just, for me, thrilling the whole way through, and I hope the reader will have the same experience.
Oh, fun. Speaking of Maui, have you ever been there?
I have. Not only did I go there for my honeymoon, but I'm lucky enough to have in-laws who live there.
Really?
Absolutely.
How far away is that from Oregon?
Well, it's just, as soon as you get to an airport that flies there, it's about as far to Hawaii as New York, so about 5-6 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all. For us, it's like almost 12 hours.
Right. It's a lot more accessible from the West Coast.
Can we expect any returning characters from the previous books of the Sione family?
I don't think there's ones from the books I don't think there's characters from the books previous to mine, but I wrote my book in tandem with Sharon Kendrick, whose book is coming next month because our heroes are identical twins.
Oh.
So not only do they have the same gorgeous man on the cover, which is awesome, but we wrote the books together. So every time she would mention my character in any way, she would send it to me and vice versa. So they're very closely linked.
Was that hard to kind of do together as you're writing?
Not with Sharon. No, Sharon's so wonderful and easy to work with, and it was a breeze. It really just was fun. It felt like it was more brainstorming about the same stories because our two stories are totally different, but really sort of the backstory is the same.
Okay.
So it's fun to sort of hammer that out with each other.
Yeah, and it's almost like you have someone to bounce ideas off as well.
Absolutely, and I will tell you that if you're lucky enough to have that person be Sharon Kendrick, I would jump on that opportunity.
Letting everybody know now.
Right, she's the best.
What was your favorite part about creating the relationship between Dario and Anais?
I would say Anais, but you could.
I'm sorry.
Anais. No, it's fine. It's a written. However it sounds better in your head is fine with me. What was my favorite part? I thought that they were just such an interesting couple because they told themselves all these lies when they got married. About how they sort of set all these boundaries on how they cared about each other, and then when things sort of exploded between them, they had no base to work from. So in my book, that all happened 5 or 6 years in the past. So they have this opportunity to really get to know each other for the first time, but yet sort of while navigating all these minefields of what had gone before. And I find that a lot of fun. And, Anais is she's a really strong character, and she's so interesting and so in love with this man who broke her heart and her son, and is torn between trying to protect her son from this father who didn't particularly want to know him as far as she knows, and this man who she's afraid to give her heart to again. And that was I thought the push and pull of that was a lot of fun.
Sounds almost like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, it would be a great Lifetime movie. There's nothing better than a Lifetime movie.
No, on a Saturday night, that's my perfect go-to.
Absolutely, me too.
Do you prefer writing for high-octane heroes or fearless heroines?
Well, I think if I'm doing my job right, I have both in the same book.
Oh, both. I also understand that you had great plans to star on Broadway. Are you still pursuing them for Oregon?
Absolutely. I spend a lot of time in my shower practicing my various arias. I love Broadway shows. I always have. Nothing really comes close to me. It's wonderful. And so, people who think they're unrealistic, I break into song at any opportunity. So for me, people just breaking into song and maybe a little dance,
Yeah.
just the chorus.
Have you had the chance to go to Broadway recently?
The last time I was able to go to Broadway was a couple years ago when there was the new Les Miserables. They restaged it, and they had these new people sort of come in and bring this amazing new energy to it. And that has to be my favorite show. I've seen it something like 20 times. And so my mom and I went, and it was amazing, and we just wept, and it was fantastic, and it was just wonderful. So that was just a couple years ago.
It's always such a perfect day when you go to Broadway, then you have dinner around Times Square or Broadway. Mm-hmm. I always love doing it, especially around the holiday season.
I think there's no bad time to go to Broadway, but yes, I think the holiday season makes it extra special.
Moving on, the first page. Oh wait, sorry. With the leaves turning in Oregon, must be the perfect place to write. Do you get to write outside, or do you have maybe a favorite place that you like to do outside?
Well, I have been trying as much as possible to spend time we have a little porch outside, so I sit out there sometimes. And that's a lot of fun. It's nice to just switch it up. It's nice to take my laptop and go somewhere. The greatest coffee house in the history of the world is sort of right down the road, and I spend some time there too. I have a writing group that meets every Thursday, but in addition, I sometimes go and try to, my problem is that I go out to work, but then I'm sort of watching people and, just not necessarily productive.
Well, people watching could lead to a new book, perhaps.
That is what I tell myself.
And do you have a favorite coffee drink right now?
I always sort of fall back on a mocha. You can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm. No pumpkin lattes right now?
I'm not a pumpkin girl. I'm not into those as much, I know.
I'm finding more and more people feel that way lately.
I just never, I'd rather have chocolate. If I'm going to really indulge in something, I would like it to involve chocolate pretty much all the time.
Chocolate and coffee, perfect pair.
Absolutely. Can't go wrong.
Do you have any books on your nightstand right now?
I have like a stack this big on my nightstand. I'm currently reading an Alini Singh book. I'm very excited about a new Jackie Ashenden series that's just starting today. And I'm also excited about another series. I think it's the third book. Came out today by Nicole Helm.
Okay.
Very excited. I would recommend any of those authors to anyone. They're fantastic.
Do you read them all at the same time, or do you finish one and then go to the next one?
No, I'm very linear. I have to go one by one. These people who can dip in and out of all these different books, I'm amazed by it, but I can't do it. I like to just lose myself in one at a time.
I've tried it a couple times, but I feel the same way. One book, fly through it, then the next, and then the next.
Yeah, I get scattered otherwise.
Are you working on any new projects for Harlequin?
For Harlequin, yes. I just, this weekend, submitted the revision on a book that is called, The Prince's 9-Month Scandal, which is coming out next spring. I have a book called The Guardian's Virgin Ward, which is coming out for Christmas. Very exciting. And all sorts of fun things like that next year, too. I think there's even more. There's a lot of, I think I'm on a princess kick.
Ooh.
So I think there's some princesses coming next year.
Are you watching a lot of Disney films then?
I feel like there's Disney in my heart, so I don't necessarily have to watch the films. I feel like on some level, don't we all dream of being a princess, particularly Princess Kate? I like her.
Mm-hmm. I'm always thinking of Princess Ariel, just because I love the water.
Oh yeah, she's good.
They're all good.
I don't think there's a bad one, is there?
All their outfits, no, because then they wouldn't be princesses if they were bad.
Right, and they have the balls, and there's always, yes, it's wonderful.
Do you have anything, do you have a costume picked out for Halloween?
No, I don't. But in my neighborhood, there's a lot of little kids. Mm-hmm. And so I think the most fun in the world is seeing these delightful little children come in these wonderful costumes, and they're very serious about the candy, and they're all very, I just love it. So I can't wait. It's a lot of fun to watch them come and go and try to guess what they are.
My neighborhood seems to be the complete opposite. I get maybe one trick-or-treater.
No. Yeah. It should be like that, but since we moved here, Halloween's a big deal here, so there's a lot of kids. So much fun.
I think I recall maybe it was Halloween Town. It was a movie on Disney, and I think they filmed it. Maybe it was in Oregon. Could be Washington. But they had like a huge parade, and I was like, I need to go to that.
I know. I wonder. I should look. Maybe there's one.
Do you listen to any music when you're writing?
I can't listen to music with words because I will just listen to the words or type the words or something. So I like to drive and listen to music, but when I'm writing, I like to listen to either white noise or I listen to a lot of classical stuff, like a lot of George Winston.
Oh, okay. That's always beautiful to listen to, though.
Oh, very inspiring.
I find myself listening just like kind of ambient beats.
No, that's good too. I just can't have words because again, I'll listen to them.
Kind of get carried away.
Yeah, exactly. Or then I'll just be like singing over here and writing.
The Broadway comes back.
I can't get rid of it. I'll just start performing.
If you could be any punctuation mark, what would you be?
I would be the colon or the semicolon because I think they're both misunderstood.
Misunderstood. And do you feel that way about yourself?
Do I? No, but I feel like there's a power. I'm very into punctuation marks. I love punctuation. Punctuation sets the cadence of a sentence. It can change the way the sentence is understood. I think people are afraid of punctuation, and I think they should just dive in. So, I don't know what that says about me.
That you enjoy literature a lot.
I do, maybe too much.
Well, I think I recall, like when I was researching you a little bit, that you got a PhD or something in England, right?
I did.
You were studying over there?
I did, yeah. I got a master's and PhD in English literature at the University of York.
Wow. And how long were you over there for?
About 5 years.
Would you ever live back there?
I would, yeah. I love England. I love all the sort of, United Kingdom, British Isles. I love Ireland. There's just not a whole lot of that part of the world I don't love.
Maybe that could be another Harlequin series.
It should be.
Like Princess of Ireland or something.
Ireland, right? Yeah, I'd like to tour all the Commonwealth countries. I think a little New Zealand, a little Australia, and see what turns out.
Oh, well, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Caitlin, for joining us. Unfortunately, we've run out of time and questions, but you can go to the store and pick out the newest Billionaire's Legacy book, The Return of Sione Wife. And thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.
Thanks so much. You too.
Bye.